Life is a storm that constantly tests us. But don't wait until you disagree with me. Discover resilience. Learn to swim in turbulent waters. Ancient warriors improved their thinking with the principles of emotional resilience to remain cold-blooded in stressful situations and act responsibly. First of all, I would be grateful for a subscription, if you like this video, to help expand the philosophy of Stoicism. And also, I advise you to activate the bell so as not to miss any video. The first principle is the dichotomy of control. There are things that are within our control, and there are things that are not. We try to control all aspects of our life, but reality is that most things are out of our control. Epictetus lived in the times of ancient Rome. He was a slave, later gained freedom, and made one of the greatest contributions to philosophy under the name of the dichotomy of control. 2,000 years ago, Epictetus taught that one of the most important tasks of our life is to be able to divide things into those that are within our influence and those that are not. We get tired when we lose control. We try to strengthen the feeling of control even more, and in this way we drive ourselves into a trap, because the cycle repeats itself again, and we get even more confused. What we are really able to control are our reactions, our actions, and our own internal states. Accept the situation as it is. Focus your attention on the internal aspects, your own views and intentions. This will help to achieve peace, balance, and wisdom, as well as to create a basis for the development of emotional resilience. Principle 2. Strength through overcoming. Arnold Schwarzenegger gives the following analogy. You can build a strong body only with time, through working with external stress, through pain in the muscles. Similarly, you can build a strong character only by overcoming external resistance on the way to your goal, without stopping due to failure, even when it is difficult and painful. The development of willpower and discipline lies within the boundaries of our control, and there is no shortcut in this matter, except how to perform a certain amount of work on yourself. Epictetus taught that a disease is an obstacle for the body, but not for the will. Laziness is an obstacle for the leg, but not for the will. And tell yourself this about everything that happens. It is an obstacle for something else, but in fact not for you. If you improve your ability to keep pressure from the outside, then you will become a strong personality. Principle 3. The advantage of reason over reactions. The evolutionary advantage of man. His reason, the awareness of his thoughts and feelings, allows you to control reactions to events and make decisions with greater importance. The ancient Stoics developed internal discipline and understanding of responsibility for one's actions, because they believed that reason should have an advantage over emotions and feelings. Leaders who approve of a decision that is balanced are often more effective and use it with more respect. They are thoughtful and balanced. Their decisions are born as a result of thoughts, which often withstand trials of time in the modern world, which move at a crazy speed. At the moment of experience, ask yourself, what is my goal? Will an unthinkable reaction accept the achievement of this goal? The size is so. Although another person can do something that may look like an image or a curve, my reaction depends on my inner acceptance. Mark Aurelius, the last of the so-called 5 good emperors of the Roman Empire, wrote, "Now I have become above all circumstances, and I would rather abandon them. They are not outside but inside." In our confession, that is, in our judgments, external events may arise and disappear, but inner peace and emotional stability remain independent of them. Unwillingness does not imply that you should endure thoughtlessly. You should have a vision of the goal of your life and persistently go to it. However, demanding the best for yourself does not only mean setting higher career goals, but also demanding more from yourself as a personality. What worries you right now? Give it a name. Stop, take a deep breath. Pay attention to how you inhale and exhale. This will help you focus on what is happening in your body. It is incredible, but the problems do not worry us as much as our judgments about them do. We independently determine our thoughts and feelings, so we have the power to abandon them. Abandon your judgments about them. You no longer need them. For example, if you feel offended, use the advice of the Epictetus. Every offense comes not from anyone else, but from ourselves. Remember that the one who offends is not the one who offends, but our mind, which sees these things as offensive. The principle of memento mori, or remember death, may seem gloomy, but in fact it contains deep wisdom. We often worry about little things and exaggerate them in our consciousness to such an extent that it obscures our mind and hides any glimpses of hope from us. Remembering the inevitability of death helps to appreciate the limited time of our life. Seneca said that we are afraid of everything as mortal, but we use time as immortal. When you remember that time is limited, you are less upset by little things and focus on significant things. In ancient Rome, behind the back of a military commander who returned victorious, there was a slave who was obliged to periodically remind the triumvirate that despite all his glory, he remains mortal. Remembering death helps to overcome fears, because the worst thing that can happen is death, and whoever is not afraid of it becomes free in life. So, although it is difficult, but the acceptance of the impermanence of the end gives freedom to live fully and enjoy every moment. The sixth principle is the acceptance of reality. Accept reality as it is, not as you would like it to be. Reality is such a thing that will not disappear anywhere, even if you stop believing in it. Do not exaggerate little things in your mind to the point of unbearable problems. Mark Aurelius wrote that if you do not care more about a little thing than it should be, you will not be disappointed. Assess the situation realistically, not emotionally. According to the principle of dichotomy and control, focus on your own actions and morality, not on external results. The seventh principle is to use the available tools. Sometimes we ignore the tools that are already in our arsenal, such as endurance, critical thinking, experience, patience. Each of us has a unique set of resources, skills, knowledge, and experience that we can use in difficult times. The key lies in the awareness of these resources, their understanding of when and how to use them. And although internal resources form fundamental elements of resilience, do not forget about the power of external resources, whether it is a search for advice or help from others, or the use of technology and tools. Make sure that you use all the resources that are in your arsenal. Ask yourself today, what resources I have in my arsenal that I forgot or did not notice. It is important to remember that the development of emotional resilience is a process. Constant improvement will fill you with confidence and inner strength. Never forget to take care of your mental and emotional health. This path will lead you to the place where dreams become reality, where every step will be a step to a happy tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I am grateful that you are with us. Until next time, and never stop searching for wisdom.